Angle to challenge from. Iran, meanwhile, great chance to pull one back, lovely, but a little too strong again. Rezai kicks a water bottle in frustration, where the goalkeeper rounded but caused enough of a distraction to see a poor touch from Rezai in trying to round him. The Vietnamese guilty in conceding possession inside their own half. A dangerous counter-attack. Substitute Pahlavan. Looking to pull it forward into a danger area, and again Iran guilty of missing the chance. It's Sharifi who's encouraging the Vietnamese supporters. Wilson there trying to push this ball forward. Now towards Karimi. Karimi in possession. Lovely into the area, and again a chance. These two of which you would feel he's got to do better. Through a ball, keepers come out, penalty. Down an injured goalkeeper as well. This is how it happened. Well, that was just poor, absolutely poor from the Vietnamese goalkeeper. If you're going to make the choice to come off your line, you have to reach the ball, and you can't be hacking wildly. They trail by 2. Oh, Salman, the captain, steers it home with that gifted left boot of his. And in the second half, penalty conceded by Chan Bung Ngoc, the Vietnamese goalkeeper, and he couldn't keep out what was a fine effort. Placed wide and firmly to the Vietnamese substitute, Chan Pi Song. Chan Pi Song going for a third Vietnamese goal. They reclaim that 2-goal advantage. Are back on their feet and celebrating. It was Chan Pi Song who won possession at a quick little 1-2, continued on his merry way. And then from the edge of the 18-yard area, between 2 closing Iranian defenders, managed to... Pahlavan's come away with it though. Great chance for Iran to make it 2. Off the woodwork it out. Brilliant touches in build-up play. And after being denied by the goalkeeper previously, Rezai, he's now denied by the woodwork. Ball just not curl. The goalkeeper a little more quickly on the bounce. Great chance for Vietnam to add a 4th here perhaps. Ball lifted back to the goalkeeper, and it was surely a back pass, and the ref, if the person who hits it goal bound takes a deflection off a player, any player from the Vietnamese player or indeed another player sneaks in, it's there eventually. Nothing wrong with that. Vietnam celebrate a 4th goal. It's the captain this time who claims it. Ngo Hoang Sword by an inspired Vietnamese side. This surely a back pass. The referee ruled it as such on the edge of the 6-yard area. An indirect free kick. They knew they needed to touch it, not once but twice, to get it into the back of the net.
The mission was simple for Vietnam. Hold out for a draw against Thailand, and they would emerge as ASEAN champions for the first time in their history. As for their opponents, they must win at all costs. No surprises then, as the Thais went on the offensive early. Suchao Nutnum not getting his bearings right on 14 minutes. But teammate Tirasil Dangda was a different proposition. On 21 minutes, he found the mark. A fantastic header that gave the Thais the early goal they needed. "1-0 on the night to the visitors, 2-2 on aggregate. The home team was stunned by their opponent's early breakthrough. They tried to respond, to no avail. Lee Tan Thai not accurate with his effort on 23 minutes. Undeterred, Vietnam forged forward. Lee Kong Bin's effort inches wide. It just wasn't happening for the hosts in the first half. Khun Kwang Tan missed when it should have been easier to score, as it remained locked at 2 apiece overall heading into the break. Second half, and it was the Thais who started the stronger. Keeper Duong Hong Son kept out Tiratep Winnatai. Phong Vinh was having a miserable night so far. The Vietnam hitman just couldn't find the target. Then, Dunga should have confirmed his hero status 2 minutes from time. But he lost his composure on this occasion. Time was running out. And Phan Van Tai M's saved strike meant extra time was looming for both sides. Until the last seconds of added time. Phong Vinh finally rose to the occasion as he landed the knockout punch. Unconfined delirium around the Median Stadium as Vietnam confirmed their status as the best football nation in Southeast Asia. Suspense, thriller, and a dramatic winner to boot. Quang Vinh was the undoubted hero of the night as his header gave Vietnam their first ever ASEAN title in their own backyard. Scenes of unrestrained joy and tears flooded the stadium as Vietnam finally fulfilled a promise to their fans. A fairy tale end to a journey which started in Thailand and culminated in front of their legion of supporters. Vietnam had won the AFF Suzuki Cup, deserving champions indeed. The celebrations didn't end at the Median Stadium as an entire nation rejoiced. Congratulations then to Vietnam, kings of ASEAN football.
Against Laos, as we have a look at the Malaysian side. 2 changes made by B. Satyanardan. In comes Mohamed Zakwan, and also 2-goal hero Safi Saleh, who scored 2 against Laos in that 3-0 victory just a couple of days ago. Just the solitary change. Out goes Lee Tan Thai. In comes Tran Trung Giang. He will occupy the right-hand side of midfield. This is a Vietnamese side that play good. And also arguing with the referee as Malaysia looking to break through early here. Amrul Hadi with the ball across, and it's just rolled wide of the post. Early signs here that Vietnam need to settle down. Hasn't rained since, so like you say, conditions not the best at the moment, but that was a fantastic chance there for Gwen Vietnam. Safi Saleh making all the running going forwards, and it's Safi Saleh who finds the ball at his feet again. Flicks it over to defender Safi Saleh, pulls his shot wide. Well, you can see why he's been brought into the starting lineup.
Aggressive, tenacious little player, loves to take players on. He's got good close ball control.
It is again, and he hits it from range, and it's got in! Oh my goodness, can you believe that? Allowed far too much time and space, and Phan Thanh Long just pulled the trigger under no pressure whatsoever.
But look at how far out he is. He struck it quite well, got a nice little bobble, but it's just there. It's the bounce off the ground that really made it difficult for Mohamed Heli to judge. And here comes the celebration.
6-yard box. Azharuddin whipping that ball in. The turn from Saleh, he's hit the bar. Indra Putra, is he offside? Well, Malaysia run away and celebrate. Indra Putra, Johnny on the spot, just pokes it home from 3 or 4 yards out. Great reactions from him, and what a game we have got on at the moment. 27-year-old Indra Putra, and that's his 14th international goal.
That's a cracking little build-up play, lovely little lay back. Safi Salih on the turn, that's a tremendous save from Duong Hon Sun. But Indra Putra, as you just mentioned there, Paul,
Do see him switch from flank to flank, and we saw that in the last game, as it looks as though Malaysia have gone extremely close again. Mohamed Zakwan looked as though maybe just a little bit more. Idol, Zakwan making no mistake there with a good, strong, solid header. Lee Kong Fin looks to get in, and he did. Got in between the two defenders, a little bit of a mix-up there. But has come back a lot stronger, a lot better. Just moved to Kelantan this year from Selangor for the new upcoming season, so that's going to be interesting to see how he goes. Indra Putra fires, goal bound! What a good save that is. Duong Hon Sun taking no chances, had to scurry across to his right-hand side and got a big, big fingertip to that. It's another 45.
It is always a difficult ball to knock it straight down from your central defensive area, straight down the middle of the park. Needs to be hit more in the diagonals towards the corner flag.
Flick forwards again, looking for Zakwan, who gets it over the keeper, manages to keep it in play, does he? Yes, he does, headed clear. No match for the run of Van Viet Tang. Van Thayan looking again on the end of it, couldn't. We're going to see another long-range shot. We are! And it's gone just wide. It looked as though Mohamed Helmi had made another hash of that. Closing the ball down. Phan Dan Leong is the man that scored the opener. Indra Putra scored what was a very, very suspicious second goal. He looked as though he was offside. But at half-time in this Group B encounter, Malaysia-Vietnam, it's currently 1-1. Join us in a few moments' time for the second half live on Stars. Welcome back to the AFF Suzuki Cup. Second leg has just kicked off, and we just saw half a chance there for Malaysia to make it 2-1. There's that ball played forwards, and it was, of course, Safi Salih causing all the problems. Seem to have settled down a little bit here in the second half, and they are playing that pressing game that we saw at the beginning of the first half. There's Safi Salih. Here comes Zakwan. Zakwan shoots. He shoots high and shoots wide, and again he was in on goal. But again the finish.
We are seeing Azarud in that player right there. He is playing a slightly more advanced role in this second half. One of the key reasons for that is Malaysia just keeping possession a lot better than what they did in the first.
It's a long ball into the box, and nobody dealt with it. It fell at the feet of Mohamed Zakwan, and how many chances does he need, PJ, before he hits it? But good defending from Vietnam as they look to break forwards, but again overrunning the ball. But little tussle going on in the middle of the park there. Hun Quang Tan doesn't win the ball, but there could be a chance here for Zakwan. Zakwan is through, tries to square it, and a simple dink, and he's hit the bar. Safi Salih, all he had to do was stroke it home. He tried to be a little bit too clever.
That right-hand side, we just see him dink it across goal. Safi Salih, he saw the defender go to ground. He just tried to dink it over him. It was just a little bit too delicate. Pass it past the defender. But nevertheless, good play from Malaysia, but Safi Salih unable to capitalise.
And they're on the back foot here, Malaysia, as Vietnam look to break forwards! And they've scored! Well, just while they were making a substitution, Tak Bo Khan has come off. That means absolutely nothing, because the ball has found the back of the net, and Vietnam find themselves 2-1 up. Again, you have to ask questions about Mohamed Helmi in goal. It looked as though it went straight through him, and it was the substitute, Glenn Vu Pong, who cut inside and beat the keeper at the near post now. Mohamed Zakwan. Zakwan flicks it forwards. There could be a chance for Safi Salih. Good save. Duong Hon Sun had to dive across to make sure that he had that one covered. Enough. So easily brought out from the back from Malaysia as well. I don't quite know what happened there, because the keeper, Duong Hon Sun, has made a complete flap of that. Hardy Jaffa, we know, likes to shoot from anywhere that's about 50 yards inwards. but you can't tell me that that was a free kick because the referee's arm is raised, so somebody has to touch the ball first. Concentration levels from Vietnam need to be right up there at the moment. It is going to be Indra Putra who's going to strike this. He strikes, and it's gone in straight through the wall, straight past the keeper, and that's 2-2. And you have to say Vietnam only have themselves to blame, because if Duong Han Son had just released that ball a second earlier and just launched it downfield, then they wouldn't be in the position that they were, having to defend an indirect free kick in their own box.
Paddy Jaffa just lying off the ball. Indra Putra, it's a good finish, hit it with plenty of force. You see the Vietnamese bodies just standing there trying to block it, but exactly like you mentioned, Paul, absolute heartache to concede an indirect free kick on it. He really has been the centre of the action in the last couple of minutes.
Will we have a winner in this game? That's the big question on everybody's lips, because this would open up Group B to see who will go through with this. Thailand. Can you believe a comedy of errors? I cannot believe Mohamed Helmi has come, he's stopped, and the ball has bounced over his head. I couldn't believe what I just saw there, PJ. You don't see what we have just seen in the last 60 seconds of this game. An indirect free kick that's been given in the box for Malaysia to score, then Helmi coming off his goal line, totally misjudging it, and that is a goal from 75 yards.
You just look at the bounce of the ball here. It took a wicked bounce. Mohamed Helmi completely misjudging this, and you just see the heartache in his face right now. Malaysia working so hard to get back into this game, get back to level peggings, and then to concede a goal like that.
We can't even tell you who scored it. We're absolutely gobsmacked here in the commentary position. Chances lashed clear by Nguyen Minh Duc. There is the final whistle. Well, that one's a little bit strange, isn't it, PJ? Because that was 3:24 on the clock, and do we have 4 minutes of stoppage time?
It did say 4 minutes of stoppage time, so we're 30 seconds short there.
Well, Mohamed Helmi, inconsolable at the moment, crying his eyes out with that error in the 86th minute, which has cost his side a possibility of going through. It could be a big possibility of going through to the semi-finals. A fair result overall for you, though, PJ. Was it fair that Vietnam came out on top, or should it really have ended a draw?
Well, for me, I think Vietnam just slightly dominated this match. Malaysia really did come out with a greater intensity and looked after the ball a lot better in the second half. As we have a look at the goals,
Phan Thanh Leong it was that got us underway, then Indra Putra, who looked as though he was in an offside position. Then it was Nguyen Vu Phong, then the equaliser from Indra Putra, and then just a speculative shot from literally nowhere. It looked as though it was Nguyen Vu Phong who hit that one as well. Beats
before kick-off. The fans really rolled in. I'm a bit worried about the size of the crowd at one stage, but we're pretty close to full here at the 40,000 capacity My Dinh Stadium. The visitors, with their share of support, are making plenty of noise courtesy of that loud hailer. The Vietnamese team, they know that there's no pressure on them at all. Sure, they're the host nation and the local fans would like to see something, but no one's given them a chance of getting a point in this group. And as you say, they were pretty impressive in the first half.
It took them a while to settle, and it looked as though the Emirates were going to dominate the game. But as the game unfolded, the influence, I believe, in the centre of the park, Min Krong started to come into it. They used their flanks effectively. Winanetsu, a bit of thinking to be done at half-time. This was the first real opportunity. The ball swung in from the right by Frank Tan. Just not enough on it by Trang Binh. Made a lovely little run, got there ahead of the defence, the curving ball. Just didn't get enough on it. It slid right of the far post, but a warning sign there for the Emirates. Then we saw a lovely little ball with the outside of it. Look at the skill there. Ismail Mata, the vision and then the technique to be able to pull that off, trying to find Khalil. Then we saw Abdurrahman Juma drawing the foul from Halang. Again, it was Ismail Mata here stepping up. Tried to beat the keeper to his own side there. I believe he had a cover on the side. Ismail Mata was very influential during that period of the first half.
As the crowd got more involved, the Vietnamese started to create a few things, and here was a quick breakaway for Faisal Khalil, and he was the best chance of the match.
Absolutely world-class save from Hanshan. Faisal Khalil got the lucky ricochet off Kareem, but then he drove it, looking for that bottom corner. And then another bit of wonderful individual skill from Faisal Khalil. He's looked the most likely to open the scoring in this game. That time, Harung, beaten, all ends up, had to resort to the foul. Then we saw a lovely interchange. It was beautiful team tie into his captain, Harung, and back into the middle. Acrobatics from the team then would have been a spectacular goal.
And the goal that every tournament needs to really ignite it. And here's the late yellow card when Tyen really burst through in stoppage time at the end of the first half. Haider Ali
Missed by a couple of metres. Then it was an opportunity there where he thought Tien Vinh should have done better. Perhaps should have first time with the left, tried to get it back on his right foot. Didn't get enough on it, made it easy in the end. Double save from the goalkeeper, Nasser. Just didn't get enough on it. We'll see it again. Then it was a lovely interchange there. Beautiful bit of play. Dada back to Ismail Mata. We thought initially it looked like an inside the penalty area foul. Great refereeing. Then Mata just couldn't get it down onto the roof of the net. Frustrations.
That moment they will say that should have been a last man, a goal scoring opportunity, red card potential. They stay at 11 on 11, and then the chances come. Just the moment, and Kwang Tang took the ball on the halfway line, and look at him run.
Look at that ball. Beautiful run. The contact between Tang Vinh and the defender, but Kwang Tang, what a game he is. Always willing to present himself on that right-hand flank. Followed through after starting the play on the halfway line and finishes to the edge of the 6-yard with a bomb. And then look at this touch here. Kwang Vinh into the path of Tan Vinh, who couldn't get it right, and then it fell to the skipper Kawong, just leaning back, couldn't bend it into the top corner. But they were definitely on top at that stage, Vietnam, gaining in confidence all the time. And here's the captain again, Min Kawong, lovely vision, the kick ball in behind the defence, with the batsmen that set up beautifully. Kwang Vinh summed it up quickly. Look at this bounce, beautiful, just held up, left the keeper stranded, Najib Nasser, and then the finish from Kwang Vinh, unerring into the back of the empty net to seal a much-deserved victory here for Vietnam. Wonderful bit of forward play there. Instinctive finishing.
He was already the golden child of Vietnamese football.
Trouble. Park Jae-hong.
داخل المنطقة عرضية ترجع مرة ثانية لمصلحة منتخب فيتنام. هجمة مرتدة لمصلحة الفيتناميين.
Đội Việt Nam phản công. Đường chuyền của Tuấn Phong cho Văn Quyến. Văn Quyến xử lý rất hay và tỷ số là 1-0 cho các đội Việt Nam. Văn Quyến đã chứng tỏ đẳng cấp của mình. Pha bóng rất xuất sắc của Phạm Văn Quyến trong sự vỡ hòa của toàn đội. Chúng ta xem lại pha phản công rất hay của đội Việt Nam. Tuấn Phong đã chuyền bóng rất khớp nhịp và rất chính xác. Văn Quyến có pha xử lý rất tinh tế và hạ gục thủ môn Leon Jai. Tất cả đều bất ngờ khi mà lúc này đội Việt Nam đang dẫn với tỷ số 1-0. Pha dừng bóng rất tốt. Sau đó là
ngày 2 tháng 9 năm 1998 sẽ đi vào lịch sử bóng đá Việt Nam với trận thắng oanh liệt của một thế hệ vàng bóng đá. Trước làn sóng người rào rạt trên khán đài sân Hàng Đẫy, Trương Việt Hoàng tung cú sút như trái phá mở tỷ số ở phút 17. Sang hiệp 2, Việt Nam thi đấu chặt chẽ với sự thăng hoa của ngôi sao Hồng Sơn. Chính anh nâng tỷ số lên 2-0 sau 2 pha dứt điểm liên tiếp. Nhiều người còn chưa kịp tin Việt Nam lại có thể dẫn Thái Lan 2-0 vào thời điểm đó. Nhưng chưa hết, phút gần cuối trận đấu, tiền đạo Văn Duy Hùng ấn định tỷ số 3-0. Huấn luyện viên Rieder bật ra khỏi đường pit, sân Hàng Đẫy bùng nổ cảm xúc. Cổ động viên Việt Nam